Did you know, Kasha, that the chuck wagon was invented by the legendary Texas cattleman Charlie Goodnight?
I did not know that.
You do now. Goodnight organized the first roundup of Texas longhorns. He needed a way to feed the cowboys that were driving his cattle to market, so he devised the chuck wagon.
The chuck wagon.
Basically, he was catering for the cowboys. In 2003, Texas decreed the chuck wagon to be the official state vehicle. Yee-haw!
I don't know how to segue right from that to fine dining, because, you know, we have got...
Okay, fine dining. Yee-haw!
We just did, didn't
yes, we? Did.
Thank you so much for that. You know what? Now I'm so pleased to welcome back our friend, Chef Warren Berman of Great Temptations Catering. He's been with us in the past, and may I just say, unbelievable food. You even catered for our lunches around here. And on top of it, you know what you miss, Christian? Because once Chef Berman made something with foie gras.
And lobster.
And lobster.
I know, I wasn't there.
Decided to take a sick day or something.
He cried.
Yes, I know.
He cried. I saw him shed a tear.
Did.
So what are we making today, Chef?
Today, because it's fall, we're going to do a braised lamb shank with root vegetables.
Okay, a braised lamb shank with root vegetables.
Yeah,
sorry, I had to absorb that
that's
one.
okay. We also have some dried morels, which has a nice smoky, earthy flavor, which we're going to throw.
What are dried morels?
They
look like little shrooms, little mushrooms.
They are little shrooms. They're from the truffle family, and they grow in BC and they grow in France. And the dried ones actually have more of an intense flavor than the fresher ones do. That has more earthy and smokiness to it, which will add to the dish.
They really grow prominently after a forest fire.
Do they?
Absolutely
Isn't that something?
Absolutely true.
Wow.
We also have, we have 3 different types of squash. We have white swan squash. We have Hubbard squash. We have butternut squash. We have Italian anchovies, which has to go into the braised lamb shanks. Capers, and you guys have to try this. This is called this is fermented garlic. It's from Korea.
Are you gonna make me eat fermented garlic right now, just like straight up?
Straight up.
You can use this in desserts.
Another day, I'm coming home to no lovin'. I gotta say, when I eat this,
ready?
Go ahead, Cash. It's really no, it's not.
Really?
It's not like regular garlic.
Oh.
Better than candy.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah. We also have some baby turnip we're gonna use. So we should get started.
I love how you just take it. You're like, you're going to try this.
Well, of course.
And this is so unique. Some of the stuff that you can find in your store, right? You have your own store now.
Yeah.
Let me hear. So it's a Great Temptations catering store where you find only like fine...
unusual ingredients. Yeah.
Okay.
So
so what are we getting started with? You
okay, so that's a demi glaze.
Okay.
Which we're going to use.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Glaze.
And we got to get this guy on too.
Yeah, you want this one on double dual. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to sear the lamb first. But before I do that, I'm going to chop up the vegetables very quickly.
Nice.
So we have the butternut. Actually, you know what? I've already got some.
That's the way to do it, Chef Berman. Come on.
There you go. So you remove the outside.
Remove the peel, and in the inside there's pits, seeds like that.
Sure.
And then you scoop them out with a spoon, and then you've got usable. We need some onions, and you also, of course, need onions.
Look at that.
This is like...
It's
funny watching this. I could never do this.
Sure you could. I'm teaching a teen class right now. I got 12-year-old kids.
Amazing.
12 to 17-year-olds.
No way. Is it at the store? Where do you
No,
teach?
it's actually for the city of Pickering. They're trying to get young kids occupied and busy, involved.
Oh, cool.
And the other thing is, the bottom line is, kids are starting university at 17 now, and most parents don't teach their kids how to cook anymore.
That's true.
Really?
Which is
all out of a package. Pretty sad.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're trying to get them excited about cooking and
That's a really great thing that you're doing.
It's a lot of fun, actually. It's a lot, I thought it was going to be a little more challenging, and the kids are great. They're enthusiastic.
Yeah. It's a Food Network generation, man.
Exactly, and they all think that they're going to be Food Network chefs. So I've tried to explain. I've tried to explain to them the nuances of the business.
Longer.
Yeah,
that's right.
The nuances of the business. But you know what? Last night we did burritos and enchiladas and.
Nice. Cool. Chef Berman, I have to ask you too about this cruise. Yeah.
A cruise?
A cruise.
Well, I don't know about the cruise.
You don't know about the cruise?
Tell me about the cruise.
I've been approached by a travel agent, and what they want to do is they want to run a culinary wine tour. But this one's got a bit of a twist because it happens to be on a cruise ship that's where you have comedy. So it's going to be comedy, culinary, and wine. I mean, what a better combination.
CCW.
Oh, my God. Hello.
Boat.
Do you need an MC, a host of the event?
I think, yeah. Right there. There you go.
That face.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, what a super time. So where is it? Like a Mediterranean or is it Caribbean?
It starts in San Francisco and it goes up the West Coast. It stops in Seattle and Oregon, and Vancouver.
You are so lucky. Awesome. Talk about a top notch to be approached for these type of things. Very cool.
It's a lot of it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Something different.
Our own Christian's doing stuff like that too. He's
Kristen's a god.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not talking about these things.
I'm trying to get to his level, you know.
Yeah. Hello, here we go. Fly flipper here. That's me.
So what's this here?
This is a Hubbard squash.
I haven't seen. A Hubbard?
A Hubbard squash.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's different about this one? Is it more fibrous? It seems
This
more
one's
fibrous.
this one's a little more fibrous than, you know. The butternut squash, I'd say, for me personally, I like for soups and stuff. The Hubbard's great for roasting, and you put brown sugar and maple syrup on them.
Okay. What's your favorite squash?
I'm a favorite of the butternut.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the most versatile, and it's.
So it's your time right now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's the best time of year. I love the fall.
You know what? But we're both cooks, so we're both butternuts.
Boom, boom.
Wah, wah, wah. All right. So essentially, these pieces, they're going to be going into your broth. Is that right?
What we're going to do is we're going to pan-sear the lamb shank,
Okay.
and then I'm going to add the squash and the turnip and the onions and the garlic.
I never use turnip. I don't think people use
These
turnip.
this is a baby turnip.
Yeah.
So you notice
small.
the color, but the color is a lot paler. I mean, a turnip's yellow and this is white.
Yeah.
This is not. I prefer the baby ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here comes that
and
garlic.
here comes the marinated garlic, which I didn't even know existed.
Well, this is it comes from Korea, and it's they ferment it in the ground for a year.
That's right.
And
Really? In the ground?
yeah. And
do that.
it's fabulous.
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat it. You tasted it. It's sweet.
Yeah,
and,
it is sweet.
That's just a pinch stuff. That's my buddy Mario owns that company. And
Oh,
yeah, he does salt and
yeah. I use a lot of his salts.
Yeah,
It's great products.
Great product.
Great products. We also got some Romano beans. So we're gonna. How are we doing here?
Yep, pretty good.
Yeah.
Now I've got some argan.
What do we got here?
Argan oil has got a really nice smoky flavor.
Yeah.
It comes from a tree in Morocco.
Okay.
Chef
there you
Berman,
go.
we got to go to a break. We're just going to go to the break, but we're going to have to absolutely try that in a second. So we'll be right back, and we'll be able to see, smell, and taste all the great stuff that Chef Berman's putting together for us here.
Beautiful.
Cass is
Thanks
excited
so much.
because she's going to be emceeing
Really
the cruise.
exciting. There you go. I just got a new job.
New job.
GreatTemptationsCatering.com. That's what it goes for. Welcome back to Daytime. Well, if you could smell the aromas that we're smelling in here right now, we have got Chef Warren Berman of Great Temptations Catering joining us, who is in the midst of putting something very elaborate and special together. Bring us up to speed. What are we doing?
We are going to take a lamb shank.
A lamb shank.
We are going to put a little salt and pepper on it. And we are going to sear it.
Yeah.
And then we are going to braise it. Braising is when you take a meat and you cook it for a long time over a very low temperature in an oven, and it's covered. So this takes about 3 hours to do.
My goodness.
But I have a very super fast oven, so you guys
Really?
are actually going to get to enjoy the flame.
This is the real magic of TV moment that's coming.
Christian had indicated to me that he loves anchovies. Now these anchovies here, as you notice how fat they are, as opposed to a canned one. The canned ones are very, very salty. These are from Italy. They're packed in olive oil, and they're awesome.
And you're just going to take it.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to try one?
Wow.
No?
No, no.
I'll take her portion.
Okay. I'll just believe you guys.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, Christian, come on.
They're awesome.
Family show. I love anchovies.
Who's eating anchovies?
They're great.
Like it's a, cracker.
I'd have them on a cracker.
You would,
Sure.
actually. They are delicious.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Now,
That is a hot pan.
this has half the calories of olive oil, and olive oil is very healthy.
What?
Beautiful.
This is my new...
50 calories.
It
50 calories per
thing.
tablespoon.
Okay. How much is it for a little thing like this, though?
About $20.
Oh, there you
See, I already
go.
said that under his breath.
There you go.
$20. This is good quality.
How much for
stuff,
that guy?
right? Yeah. I had to ask. I just knew it. Right.
You had an
I think
idea.
I guess I'm sticking to the olive oil.
Sure, there,
then,
beautiful.
Okay.
After all. Okay.
Beautiful.
We got
So
this
now
searing.
we're searing this.
We're going to sear it quickly. We're
Yep.
going to saute the vegetables. I'm going to splash some champagne vinegar and, of course, red wine. I mean, you can't make braised lamb without red wine.
Of course not.
We'll pour this beef stock on. We'll put it in the pan. We'll bang it in the oven, and then
And then before you know it, is it going to be done?
it'll be done.
Sweet.
You don't say.
Now, you know what, Chef Berman, can you tell our audience why you put it in the flour, especially with regards to the braising?
Well, two purposes. One, it helps seal in the juices, but when you sear it in flour, it adds a thickening agent.
Right.
So you've got the squash also adds a thickening agent. I'm adding some Romano beans, which also gives some starch.
Right.
So it makes the broth thicker without actually making. In the olden days, we used to do use a roux, which is flour and butter, and thicken it. And then you don't do that anymore in hotels; they'll kill you.
No. Okay. And we have some onions.
The onions in the pan. The onions in the pan. Oh.
Is that a song I don't know?
Well, it's my song
I
now.
think you just made it
I
up.
did. You like it, Tasha?
So in go the ingredients. All the ingredients that we had chopped up in the last segment. It's all coming together now, Christian.
It's all coming together. Have we got 3 hours to bring it all together?
Oh.
Or have we got a surprise for you today?
Maybe, because I believe we only have 2 minutes left until the end of the segment. About that, maybe 2.5.
That's right.
And in go all these beautiful.
Now I'm going to put the mushrooms in dry because it's going to be braised.
Right.
These will expand inside the liquor, and the flavor will be so intense.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
And some beans.
I know you've been doing this for over 30 years. Cooking is your life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is that? Like, what drew you to it initially? Did you just know you had this
my
culinary artist in you?
No, my grandmother actually used to cook, and we had a very large family, and she would do Sunday dinners for 40 people, and she loved to cook.
Beautiful.
And I just sort of started helping her.
You
and
inherited that gene, didn't you?
So, Chef, you're going to deglaze and put some red wine into. Maybe we can show everybody the after shot here too, because we don't, unfortunately, I mean, I'd love to be here for another 3 hours, but we don't have that, so the demi-glace goes on. Beautiful.
So we'll leave that there. Are we ready to...
you bet, man.
2 plates?
Absolutely.
All right.
Sure.
So is this the magic of television moment, Chef?
This is the magic television.
Okay.
3 hours of braising.
3 hours of braising.
Now, how long really does that take then? Does your
It does.
own?
No, I would do this in a home oven. You do it at about 375, and it depends on the size of the lamb shanks, but it would take 2.5 to 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Wow, this looks beautiful.
So let's get rid of this.
It's really something. Okay, maybe I'll come over.
Yeah,
here. We're having musical chairs.
we are.
Not
It's
sure where I'm
great.
standing
Hold on.
here.
This is the chef in the kitchen dance. Here we go.
Beauty.
Okay, so
Sorry about that, Chef.
That's okay. Now, you can serve this with mashed potatoes, risotto,
Yep.
but because there's so many root vegetables in it, I just prefer a nice.
Yeah.
This is a whole.
Dip it in there.
That's right, whole garlic clove bread, nice and fresh. So I'll slice some bread for you guys.
Delicious. With just 30 seconds left, you know what? We'll be able to
Plate
give
her
this
up.
a try
Oh.
at the very end of the show.
You got it. Look
so
at that. That's just not
wait for
enough.
that.
It's like a Flintstones thing. It's like the Brontosaurus, man. It's beautiful.
It is like a
And I,
flame.
and I know Christian's not going to enjoy this. You know.
No.
There's no way I'm going to enjoy
It's
this.
all for me. GreatTemptationsCatering.com. That's the website. And boy, are we ever tempted on this set. But you know what? We're not to try this yet. We are going to a break. Ta-da! Is this not beautiful or what? When we come back after the break, however, we're talking to a mediator about
No,
all
we're
the latest
not.
buzz. Yes, we are, Christian.
No, we're not.
And then only after will we get to try this beautiful piece. And remember to go online and vote on our web poll. We want to know, do you prefer fall or spring? We all love fall because of the fall vegetables, right?